Today I'm going to build the second 2026 Lego Chinese New Year set. This is the Galloping Horses Canvas. So without further ado, let's open and start building. So this one have a lot more pieces. I think 500-600 more pieces than the one that I built yesterday. So I think last one I managed to finish building it just under 2 hours. So let's see, because I definitely want to keep the video less than 2 hours. But anyway, so this is second 2026 sets. I managed to find it early in store. So let's just open it up. Given that I already talked about my trip, so apart from building this, I'm going to talk about my thoughts on Stranger Things. But before that, the weather has been pretty insane. I mean, it's sunny, but the wind outside is unbelievably strong. So as with some of this, let's just kind of line up 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 5, 6, 12, 4, 15, 11. I think there's 16 bags. Got 2 and 12, 11, 12, 14, 16, and then okay, this is the canvas, and then got 13, and then back 1, 2, 3. Okay, so got the instruction booklet, the usual stuff. So I have to put all this in. So there's 16 bags, 15, 14. 13, 12, 11, and then that's 6, 9. So I kind of line it up like this, and it will be a lot easier for me. Interesting, there are quite a few big ones. So my intention is not to split this into 2 videos, but really have to see, because if it's too long, then I will have to, split it. Anyway. Apart from Lego, I do buy other collectibles. So normally I don't make video. There's something not related to this, but so just okay. It doesn't seem to have any stickers, so that's good. So before Christmas, I actually ordered a pack of Topps Chrome's Labubu 10th anniversary. So 10th anniversary set. So it kind of arrived just today. I bought one for my sister, bought one for myself. Normally I don't film unboxing of trading cards because I don't usually buy trading cards, but I have to, because I'm first time buying from StockX, but that's fine. But I just want to make sure that in case there's anything wrong in transit, and I didn't capture that, so did an unboxing video for it. But when I opened it, I thought, oh, okay, I didn't get any like signature or rare cards and stuff. I just like, there's no reaction. There's only, I already got the video, and then so posting it. I might add something and say I didn't get any cards, and kind of get back into building Lego. And then the second time I checked, I just realized, wait, is that an autograph on the card? So I realized I just put a rare autograph Labubu Top Chrome. So that was something, I don't usually, get these lucky stuff. So I was very happy, of course. Will I sell the card? No, of course not. Usually I buy collectibles just for myself. So what's the point of selling it, right? But anyway, so it's now in a card case, and I did buy another lotto ticket just in case, the lucks continue. But let's just build a mini figure first. So to be honest, again, if this set doesn't have the costume mini figures, I probably won't have bought this. I think Lego is very smart to include like desirable minifigures, in sets like this. So I don't know. In terms of the model, I like this one more than the firecracker. Like obviously that was before I built this set. So after building, I did find the firecracker to be a very interesting build. But in terms of display value, that's just not my cup of tea. You know, again, as I mentioned in yesterday video, that if it's not because of the minifigures, I would have skipped that particular set anyway. So we've got the horse costume. Unfortunately, it's a bit bland for the costume. Normally they have the zodiac sign on top. Green apple. Okay. We'll see what other parts do we have. I don't see any stickers though. Yeah, so this is printed. So it's good. No stickers in both sets. That's fine. But we'll need to build this thing first. Okay. Okay. We'll just start building this. I think the side view probably will be good. I think in terms of the action feature, this one will be looking much better. But again, for me, right, it's like in the past or even nowadays when I go through Chinese New Year's, I never firecrackers, yes, but because I was grew up in Hong Kong, so fireworks kind of illegal there, private fireworks, okay. So that kind of doesn't really get the same connection like having a restaurant or something like that, right? Dragon makes sense, but yeah. But yeah, so the couple of things I think it really like you need to do it for 12 years, and they 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 don't want to rehash the idea. So what's gonna happen is that you need to figure out new ideas. So there are a couple of like sets I already skip. It just especially those wall decoration. The wall decoration is really not my thing. It's like I'm not going to do a wall in my house just to display Lego. So it's like, hey, something that I cannot display, and yeah, there's just many other things. But this printed tile looks really good. Now the thing is, if you can do it for the horse, can you do it for other zodiac sign as well? So that there's always things that I wish. Anyway, but yeah, I think last year I already skipped one of the decoration already. But even the lantern, I appreciate the build. It's a very cool action features like with lights and lovely figures and stuff. It's just sometimes just not as good. But anyway, we've got a really nice bench for the little girl to draw the horse in the canvas, and also got this costume minifigure. That is when we need to start building. I think my building pace is not as good as or not as fast as yesterday, but we'll see. Because to be honest, this set seems to have less smallish details. But again, because there's a significant action features involved, so I do anticipate the build does get a little bit complicated at some point. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so back to the other topic, Stranger Things season 5. So we do going to get the finale soon. First day is the New Year Day. How do I feel about it? Okay, so volume 1, brilliant, absolutely loving it. And that's why, hey, I want to see volume 2 as soon as possible. And then the moment I saw Volume 2, that in the beginning it's fine, and there's so many things that they build up, and then it's like, oh, okay, there's nothing gonna happen. It's like maybe they just needed to drag the finale a little bit. The couple of things I didn't really enjoy. I think that's all to do with some execution of the execution. I think I don't want. Shall I go into spoil? It's hard to talk about that without so let's just I'm gonna refrain myself on talking spoilers. So there were like a couple of moments that these guys just the writers really just want to you know close all loops and kind of put this character back in there, and do they really need, and then it's all here, and they kind of build up something and it turns out to be something different to what you are anticipating, rather than being a plot twist. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. So I recently watched Knife Out's the third one, and as I mentioned, like, is really good, right? And there's like lots of twists and stuff. Like, it's like, oh, you really felt like plot twist. It's like, oh yeah, okay. It's a really nice thing. It's unexpected, and you kind of impressed by it. But with Stranger Things season 5, the couple of things is like, what? Why are you doing this? So that's why it's like, oh, okay, a little bit odd. I wouldn't say it's terrible. Like, compared to season 2, that particular episode that I really hate. Like, I don't usually hate stuff, but that was like one episode that, because my wife recently watching like earlier Stranger Things, so she can caught up with everything and watch the new season. And again, it was like watching like season 2, and that episode just like feel like, if they have ignored that and just not coming back to it, I'm totally fine. It's like, okay, you guys try to experiment something, and yeah, this didn't work out, let's just drop it. That's totally fine. But yeah, they decide otherwise. But anyway, you can break back and you know have some have what should I say? There's too many distractions. This is why I don't like building. It's just so much noise. But anyway, there are ways to kind of make it okay. Okay, but it's just like the just stuff that I just anyway. Will I still watch the finale? Yes, it is, because I want to see how it ends. But I would adjust my expectation a little bit, because I expect, like, oh, like, they got all hyped up and say, oh, this episode is the most emotional one, I guess, for some people. But I just cannot connect to those emotional value. I thought, like, seriously, you're doing this like this? Not that I'm trying to be like, discriminate. I'm totally fine with some of the stuff, but it's just the execution of that. It's like, maybe for the individual actor and stuff, it's very emotional, but for me, it's just like so cringy. Anyway, but yeah, there are lots of things that are you kind of build up to this and just not really go up to your expectations. So this is how I felt. There was some moments that are really hitting really hard, really like exciting, but at the same time there were parts, just if you compare to Volume 1, it's just not as consistent, because like after watching Volume, you just want to carry on to watching it. But the but anyway, that's all I'm gonna talk about Stranger Things season 5 on. So I'm gonna look forward to the finale this Thursday. But yeah, again, I don't think it will turn out. I don't know. Let's just not set the expectation too high. That's just what I'm gonna say. But anyway, come back to this. I can see this is actually a pretty big set. It's just the surface area, the footprint is pretty high because this is just halfway. You still need to kind of build 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 the other side. So I think that's why the back is pretty big now, because I think back 1 and 2 really just big pieces, getting the base ready. But yeah, I really want to finish this today, because otherwise, what's the point of getting it early if I can't get the contents out so early, right? But with kids and stuff, sometimes just you're just not going to get the same time. But anyway, is it interesting so far? I think it's pretty much the same feeling that I have when I'm doing the firecracker. But we'll see. I will have my final verdict once it's built. Okay, all right, and then like this, and like this. Anyway, yeah. And then we've got. Oh, okay. There's still this part here. Okay, and this is it's done. So it's really large footprint. It's bigger than one base plate. So. Okay, and that's back number 1. I think back number 2 will be just very similar, but building the other side. But I don't know if I can get all 16 back then. I feel like I have to get this into different parts. But anyway, all the equipments are fully charged. There's no worries that I can definitely have this carry on for 3-4 hours. Problem is, can I make this video interesting for a 4 hours video? Yeah, given that the camera is not zoomed into the build, right? I can talk about recently, you might notice some of the speed build video. The camera isn't as close, and it's like different setup, different background, because I really want to do the old style, but because of my injury I couldn't just sit on the floor and get all the on the setup like it used to. And in here, because of the table and the setup, I just can't get all the white background and stuff. So unless it's a really small set, I can get it sorted quickly, so I was not able to do the same style. But for me, right, for me personally, it just doesn't feel like speed build video with the the one that nicer to my back is the type of video that will attract user, because the camera is slightly further away, right? So there will be stuff that because you want speed build, you want to see it very close to the camera. So yeah, there will be stuff that is just not as compelling, but there's nothing much I can do about it. Okay, all right, so we've got okay, and then so here is like very straightforward. So I like building like this, because it's like, hey, you don't need to spend that much focus on it. So and Okay. Alright, so alright, so this is all the flat tiles. I just need to make sure that I don't make any mistake, because if I make a mistake, then it will be a little bit difficult for me to fix. So it's a really big set. I don't think I have the space. I think for these two, I don't think I will keep it outside. We'll just maybe break it down and put it in the storage. Just compared to some of the earlier Chinese New Year sets, just not as compelling. This one, yep, you can put on desk. It's fun to look at, it's fun to play with probably. But yeah, just some of the anyway. I'm a bit tired right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the lack of sleep. So I need to kind of flip it on the side. Okay. Okay. Like this. Okay. And two. Okay. Right. This is the thing is like, hey, with all the things I talked about already, it's just like running out of things to talk. And the moment that I try to focus on try to build the set, right, it's just too much focus, and then the let's okay. All right, and then where does it fit though? Okay. Okay. Yep. All right. And okay, just like okay, and all right. What's the next? Okay, it's a bit interesting because it's different to the other side. Come on. Okay, it's a little bit interesting. Okay. Yeah. What? Ah, okay, so it's like it's a little bit different because I think this part is where like you have the action feature. Okay. All right, and then this is where the easy part, where you can. Okay. Yeah. I think it makes more sense with like everything kind of red and yellow and green, because the other one is like the bright blue color just doesn't fit the image of like Chinese New Year. I mean, yeah. If I maybe it's time for me to do a ranking for all the sets again, because I think some of the newer sets probably like not going to make my top 10 anyway. Okay. And oh shit, got this wrong. Okay. This one. All right. What? Yeah. Is it? This is really weird. Okay. It's really interesting. Well, I don't know, because normally, I don't know, like that's the thing with like so many reasons, like you said, just like the instruction kind of in a way it's like it's very uncommon. Like, can you do that step a little bit earlier? That usually throws me away because it's like, hey, there's something unexpected, but we're gonna finish, and then you've got this gap here. We don't like some of the gap unless there's a specific purpose, but I don't think in this case there's any specific purpose. But you can see, actually this is the front, okay, which means that all the Lego logo is not the pointing the way that I wanted. But anyway, so here we are. We got bag number 3, and I forgot to prepare a glass of water next to me. I think this one will take 2 hours. Okay. All right. Okay. And then this is the edges. 1, 2, 2. Not that many progress though. Okay, so here. Again, they're using lots of pearl gold color this time. Much prefer a chrome color, but anyway, 1, 2. What, 21 of them? Okay, here 7. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's so many of the flat tile, but it's all the pearl gold color. And because the pearl gold color is like the pattern kind of left over, so it's a bit inconsistency from the surface. So 3 more. Oh, feeling so sleepy right now. Anyway, so the other TV series I'm currently watching, actually, just another one that I haven't talked about. So, been watching season 2 of Percy Jackson. It's like, entertaining series, not like masterpieces, not boring. It's engaging enough. So this is season 2, and the actors all grow a little bit like Percy Jackson himself, grow a lot more taller, which makes sense. I'm just wondering, like, if they carry on. I know they're making season 3 now, so less drastic change. But if they want to continue to adapt the story, because then they adapting one book at a time. So, and then got this. Okay. And then this right here. So now it's from on top, so it's a lot more straightforward. But then again, it's like my setup is different to the, the instruction booklet. So okay. Okay. All right. All right. I really don't know how it's gonna look like without the canvas. Okay. All right. Two. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know. Like it's just, it's just like free. I think it's just the natural downtime. I'm just like so sleepy right now. But there's still I think one fourth of the set completed, so it's quite big to be honest. I never thought it's this big because I've built various set that is like about 1,500 pieces. I didn't feel like it's this big. Um, but obviously, I think this is where you're gonna place the horses. Okay, and then what's next? It's so hard to see because all the colors just so similar on the instruction booklet, so we'll be prone to mistakes. But I think we're approaching the end of of this this back. Okay, all right, all right. And what's next? Okay, so here. So this is where it kind of holds the horse. Okay, and then this one. Okay, all right, and then got this. Okay, and then okay, and we've got this here. Okay, this right here. I don't know if you can see, but so now we're building the edges around this area. Okay, and then we've got this. Okay, we've got. Cool. To be honest, if I was building this in the evening, and this is not a you know, something that I got early, I probably would have stopped after this and then carry on the next day. But at the same time, the other reason I want to finish this quickly so I can get back into building the adventure in Transylvania, because that is the one set that I really want to build. Started, but again, recently I did, started to not try to, building too late, because otherwise I would be lacking a lot of sleep and it becomes a problem. So got then got this. Okay, all right, and then I still got a few things to do. And, all right. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a two side. Didn't know. I thought it's only one side. Okay. Okay. So there's only 2 more things, and I think we're ready to move on to the next part. Okay. Okay. So. And then this is bag number 3. So you can see, hey, start taking shape now. At least the base is there quite a few things to build around this area. So let's continue with bag number 4. It's like 16 bag. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a mission to finish them because there's actually quite a few things to go through. The other thing is I can continue build this in one day and then upload 2 videos. The thing is, uploading 2 videos is not my best interest because it requires more time to get the video out. But okay. Okay, so this right here. So these are things that they try to add the details. So that's where it kind of taking a little bit more time. But, yeah. So just right here, I think I'm just creating, the wave that texture. You can see there's quite a bit of those that need to be built. How come it doesn't fit? Okay, all right. Okay, this. And this. And then this here. So I think the next few bags will be carry on the same thing. Okay, so oops. Okay. I think the hardest part is just find all these little pieces. Yeah. So once again, I think I don't know, like I was worried about the previous set, the firecracker, to be repetitive, but this one I find it a bit more tiring because of building all this pattern. Although I like the color scheme a little bit more than the other one. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So okay, there's quite a lot of small set. I think there's only like going to be halfway or 1/3 before we can move on to the next one. Okay, Here we are. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the. I think this is really water, but I really don't know. Like, once again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's like, normally Chinese New Year we not likely to see these, so it's hard to connect compared to those restaurants or something having a dragon or something like that. I'm only on to step 58. So there's still all right. And then oops. Let me see. Okay. All right. Okay. And what's next? Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's not much bricks left, and then I don't know. Just because I'm feeling a little bit tired. Okay. All right. And then like this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then there's lots of things happening here. Okay. Okay. Is it here? Oh wait, it's not finished yet. So it's like, oh what? Oh, there's so many steps here. Okay. 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 All right. I don't know why. Like they try to make like all the things kind of having the movement, but from this point, I don't see what they're trying to convey. The build itself is, I think it's interesting enough. I actually find so far I find the firecracker more interesting. The build maybe yeah. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. 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 And then we've got Okay. And then anyway, where does it go? All right. Anyway, it's so long because I think it's like 1/3, so it got back 8 and 6 to be okay. 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 And this one. And, get nearly done, but the Lord saw it's not even halfway. Okay. Okay. What else? And then here. Okay. There's something different on this. Okay. Got this here. Okay. Oh, okay. And then we've got. I nearly missed a few steps here. We've got this here as well. We've got this. So, well, it's nearly halfway, but okay. Okay. Here. Okay, and this and okay. Alright. And then okay, nearly just one more here. There's a lot actually. There's require a lot more energy compared to the other set. So okay, so this one is just right here, and I've got this here, and that's it for bag number 4. We'll move on to bag number 5, which we're going to build very similar stuff, but towards the other side. So that's a lot. I mean, it's a very nice pattern, but I'm yet to see the movement, because I think you really need to have the horses to be on the set to actually appreciate the design. So right now it's like you're building lots of similar thing, and you're kind of asking yourself, it's like, what am I trying to do here? Okay. So that's why it's a little bit challenging. Not in terms of difficulty, but keeping myself engaged. That's the part, and I'm not even halfway through the set. So would I recommend this set? Well, if you really like, again, it's just like the other set. If you're into collecting the minifigures, then yes. Unless you have a, like you can connect to the culture. There is really not that much stuff. Even you connect to culture, it's like, do you connect with this particular moment or scenes. It's like for me, I'm not able to have the same connection like I did with the earlier sets. It's like okay, what am I trying to achieve here? I'm still trying to figure it out. So it's a little bit difficult right now. Okay, and then we've got this. I mean, they're trying to have like different length, but it's still very similar. So hopefully, we'll move on to building something else next. Oops. Just make sure that I don't make the mistake. But anyway, I don't think I can do the review today. Yes, that one. Okay. Okay. So that's like all these little parts that you need to kind of fill in. Now, and then here. Okay. And then the green one. Okay. Okay, so here we are. We've got this here. And I'm getting a little bit thirsty. I do think I need to get a drink. But let's just get this sorted first. Okay. It's like various ways of creating, but it's like very similar. The thing is, it's a bit difficult. Okay, so right here, and then we're gonna carry on with this here. Okay, so it's very repetitive. Okay, I'm trying my best to kind of speed up the process so I can really start building the next part, because this part is really a little bit long. To be honest, I would be much happier when I have a brick built horse, just like 4 different horses, make it a little bit smaller. That would be probably my preference. And it will also be cheaper as well. But I guess it's to align with the company goals within Lego. Yep, so that's fine. Page 98. And yep, it's right here. And then we've got, okay, it's right here. So the funny thing is it's gonna move around from here to here, so and then just right. Okay, so this one a little bit taller, and then go. Come on! No! And then drop a piece. I dropped a piece and I realized I missed a step as well. So okay, I think this is a sign that I should stop, but need there just a little bit more, then we'll probably start building the action features. So okay, let me just check if my mic is on, because like there's so many times that I start filming video and didn't realize that I haven't turned on the microphone, but I did. Got this here. I'm not even halfway through because I need to get to back number 8 to be calling it halfway. So I'm surprised it's like 500 extra pieces will result that much more building effort. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. I've got this here. And this. Okay. Yeah, it's nearly done. Trying to move quicker. Trying to move quicker. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then I got this. Not more to do. I guess the other thing with the firecracker is a lot easier because in the end it's just like you're building the same thing 8 times. So and I've got this here, I think. Alright, and what's next? Okay. Where did I put this? Okay. I mean, some of the stuff is really predictable, like, you know, oh yeah, like in this part I need to have this, but sometimes it's just not easy. I mean, just 4 steps left on this side, so it should be fairly straightforward soon. But that's what I think, so sometimes it's not that straightforward, I guess. And then got this here. Okay. What's gonna happen here? Let me add this. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I'm nearly there. This. The eye is getting so dry. But I'm getting there. Just a little bit more. Hopefully the next pack is building something else. So I did at least a step earlier. Now step. Okay. I think this is where you put the next horse. Oh no, this is holding the canvas. I don't think I have any black horse though. I don't think LEGO released any new black horse. I think in the past they have, but not recently. Okay. right now. Okay. Okay. What's next? Next should be fairly simple. Okay. Can't believe there's still more stuff to go. Alright. And then this. You can see there's not many bricks left, so it's approaching the end. Okay. But I don't know what's the next one. Okay. Still a few more around this area. Okay. Alright, and this is it's like the smoke. You know, like when you riding a horse really fast in a desert, you know, you get to see. Okay. So that's just making sure the angle all okay. It's really hard to perfectly align. You know, you can't rely on your eyes, but then your eyes not always precise, right? That's when okay. It's actually pretty cool. Like, you should get more of the white pieces. You can have a small diorama with a horse running and create all this effect. Okay, now we're moving on to bag number 6. It's a big one. 7, 8, 9 is actually smaller. But here we are. We've got bag number 6. I think really I might have to stop at bag number 8. It's unfortunate, but nothing much I can do about it. Because you know, it's not like, hey, it's holiday, I can do whatever I want. Because, you know, I have to start prepping for dinner because this is the dinner table, the dining table, and I can't just go and keep building Lego. But we start building some of the structure for the action features, I believe. But let's just grab all this done. And then here. Yep, so we've got this here. And you can see the gears because that's how they want to make it work. So we'll go through here though, and then we can. Okay. Just making sure that. Need to make sure, you know, the thing is working smoothly. Yep. So it's working smoothly, and then got this. Okay. Okay, you've got the. Okay. So okay, like this. Now this is the part where it takes some time. So okay, this, and then we've got the gray one here. What's that? Okay. Okay, then we've got okay. Okay, making sure. Oh, okay. 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 Where does it go? Okay. Okay. Just making sure that always make sure that it works, because you know, in the past I was building the technique sets, and that is when I realized that it didn't work so well. And the effort required to have it